All right, we're going to be doing the isometric drawing of these three third angle orthographic projection views. I've got a front view, a top view, and a right view. Okay, before we start this, I'd like you just to erase two little lines over here. I'm just going to zoom into those lines so that you can see exactly which ones I'm erasing. It is that little line in there and that little line there. Those two solid outlines over there, take them out so you end up with a drawing that looks like that. All right, keep that hidden detail in there, solid line going across, solid line going across. Those two lines that they had in there are incorrect. Right, okay, let's move back over here. I'm just going to get this lined up with my ruler so that everybody can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to use some masking tape just to stick that down. Masking tape, one of those, and those silly little clips on the side of your boards tends to work better for me. I can line the drawing up more easily with a ruler. Right, there we go. Okay, to start with, I'm going to first of all draw some little construction lines at the 30-degree angles, going out from that point S over here, right, and from there going out over there, and a line going up over here. These are construction lines, very light lines. I'm drawing them in color so that you can see them. Right, I then start measuring. First of all, I've got this point S in my right hand on the front view. So S in my right hand on my front view means that my front view needs to go out to the left over here. It says that it is 100 millimeters in length over there. So I'm going to take 100 millimeters on my pair of dividers, and I'm going to make a little mark on the page, and I can draw a line going up to the top from there. Right. Once I've got that, it says that I've got a width of 80 millimeters, measuring 80 millimeters, go to point S over here, mark that off over there, and draw a line going up at 80 millimeters over there. I then say, all right, what is the height of this thing? It's 40 plus 64, which is 104 millimeters. 104 millimeters, going from point S up to the top over there, and I can draw in a little mark, a line going across over there, a line going across over here, a line going back over here, and a line going across over there, getting me the nice little fish tank that I need in order to draw this whole story. Right, the next thing is I'm going to start out and I'm going to draw this front view just down at the bottom. That's where most of you guys like to start for some reason. You can start anywhere on the drawing, but let's start from the very bottom. Okay, so it says that I go up 10 millimeters there. Okay, it then says that I go up 20 millimeters, measure up 20 millimeters, and it says that I go up 10 millimeters again. Let's pop that in there. Right. Once I've got that, I'm going to draw some construction lines coming across here. There's a construction line going there, construction line going there, and a construction line going over there. Right. You'll see that I've got this little slot in here, and it says that it is 20 millimeters. It's 10 millimeters on either side of the center. Let's find the center of this. To find the center, you can take a construction line coming out like that, and a construction line coming down like that, and a line going off at 30 degrees over here will find the center. I can now measure off 10 millimeters on either side of that center line over there, 10 millimeters on that side, 10 millimeters on that side, and I can draw some dark lines going up over here with my pencil, which has disappeared. Right, let's just find the pencil. Right, here's a pencil. I'll use this one for now until I find the one that I really want to use. Right, there we go, and there we go, going up. Okay, I can take a line going from there to there. I can take a line going from there to there. Line going from there to there. Line going from there to there. And a line going up over there. A line going up over there. Right, we all know that trick of counting the corners, so I can definitely have a line coming back over there, a line going back over there, a line going back over there, a line going back over there. Right, it says that I need to go in 10 millimeters. Now I've already measured 10 millimeters going up there. So if I draw a 60-degree angle, which is representing a 45 degree, you'll see that that is 10 millimeters, that will be 10 millimeters, and I can take a line going straight back over here, getting me what I need as far as getting lines going from there to there, a line going from there to there, a line going from there to there, and a line going from there to there. Right, once I've got that, I can take a line going up over here, line going up over there, and again I can take a line going back from there, and a line going all the way across over here. Right, where did I get that? Well, I've got that line at the top going all the way across over there. This one you can see goes in at that little slot, and I can drop a line coming down over there. I can drop a line coming down over there, and I can take lines going all the way across now, okay, over there and over there, and the reason being is that I rubbed out those two little lines over there. With those lines in place, there wasn't enough information to say why he had those little lines at that point. Right, so here we go. I've got these lines over here. I can draw across from there to there, from there to there. That's easy enough. And I'm going to have a line going up from that corner, link up somewhere up there, from that corner going up over there, from that corner going up over here. Right, I'm not going to continue over here because I don't know how far back that line goes. I'm going to need to draw some more information getting this square. You'll see the square coming all the way through, and I'm going to end up finding where that links up. Right, so once I've got that, let's put this circle into this. Let's start out, and the first thing that you're going to do is to draw some center lines. So long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash. I always like to say, just draw in the center line straight away. You get marks for it, so you may as well score those marks right at the beginning. And I need a center line going in the center over here. How do I do that? Well, I just showed you this little trick. Line going across there, a line going up there, and a line going back at 30 degrees over here will find you that center. Take a center line coming down over here, 0.3 pencil, and I'm going to go long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash going down. I can then say, all right, what is the radius of that arc over there? It says 25 millimeters. Setting my pair of compasses to 25 millimeters, and I'm going to make a little mark at 25 millimeters there, little mark at 25 millimeters there, little mark at 25 millimeters there, and little mark at 25 millimeters over there. Once I've done that, well, I can then draw in a little isometric square that would go around that circle. There we go, line going up over there, line going up over there, line going across at the top over here, line going across at the bottom over there, and I now have the intersection point that I need in order to draw this thing. I'm just going to draw that a little bit more accurately there. There we go, okay, and I can then take my pair of compasses, set them to this arc from that center over there, measuring it out over here to that center line over there, going around to that center line over there. Just going to move that so that it's more accurate. There we go, going up to the top over there. Sorry, let's find the center there. Sorry, there we go. Check that it is actually going to the right place and draw that arc in perfectly over there. A nice dark arc. You can see I'm pushing my thumb behind that lid to get a nice decent thickness line. Right, that's getting that big arc from that obtuse angle over there. What I need to do now is to find the center that I need in order to get that smaller arc. I'm going to take a line coming back over here from that corner at 60 degrees. It goes through the center over there, and then I take a line going from that obtuse angle going up at the 60 degrees to intersect over there at that center line. That gives me the center that I need in order to draw that smaller little arc. Set your pair of compasses to that radius over there. Check that it intersects there. Check that it intersects perfectly at the top there. And you can then draw that arc in perfectly over there. Right, once you've done that, we can then look at this, and there's a little hidden detail line going across there. It says that it goes across 25 millimeters. So I'm going to draw a little line going across over here, and if you know that you've got 25 millimeters over there, you should find that that distance from there to there is that 25 millimeters, because it's going off at that 45 degree or that 30 degree angle. It's going to link up perfectly over there. Right, okay. Right, let's continue. The next thing that we're going to do is we're going to draw in this hexagon at the top over here. Let's find where the center of that hexagon is. Again, find the center. You can take a line. Remember, you found the center down there. It's going to be the same center up at the top, so I can take a line, construction line going up there. That gives me a point over there, and I can draw in a center line going across the top here. Long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash going across there. I've got the center over here, which I can then take that up over here, and I have my long dash, short dash story going again. Long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash over there. Right, I've got the cross in the center of everything. You've got a cross at the center, everything else will work perfectly. Right, let's start and let's get a auxiliary view. It says that the line length for that hexagon is 30 millimeters. I'm going to set my pair of compasses to 30 millimeters. Set that up here. And I'm going to come up to the top of my page, make a little mark so that I know where the center is, and I'm going to draw in a nice construction line, 30 millimeters. I can now take my set square, the 60 degree, and I'm going to draw a line coming down over here. There we go, at that 60 degree over there, a line coming down over there, 60 degrees over there, take a line going across over there, and I need a center line going down, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash. That would be a center line going across there. I've now got my two center lines on my drawing, and I can now do the measurements that I need in order to do that hexagon. You'll note that the two corners of that hexagon are pointing out towards the outside, so on that over there I'm going to have this radius. Remember that radius that I set, 30 millimeters. That same 30 millimeters is going to come in over there and over there. Right, I have a hexagon drawn, those two corners of the hexagon. I now need to take that same radius over there. Note that radius over there, I'm going to reduce that. Please do that. Very often people make that mistake. There's that distance over there to the center of that line. Take that onto the center line over here. Make a mark on that side. Make a mark on that side. And once you've got those two marks, you're then going to draw two little construction lines over here. Construction line there, a little construction line there. And then you're going to take this measurement from the center of the line to the end of the line over there. And I'm going to come in over here, mark off 15 millimeters on that side, 15 millimeters on that side, giving me that line length of 30. I could do the same thing over here, 15 on that side and 15 on that side, giving me that 30 millimeter line. Remember, that line over there is parallel, which means it's an isometric line, which means that that length over there is going to be 30 millimeters. That length over there is going to be 30 millimeters. Right. You'll note over here, these lines going to these points are no longer 30 millimeters. That is definitely not 30 millimeters. That is definitely not 30 millimeters there. Right. This over here is definitely not 30 millimeters as well. So I'm drawing with the wrong pencil here. There we go. That and that. Let's just draw these two lines with the 0.5 pencil correctly. That and that. Please make sure that you are using the correct pencils. Right, once you've got that in place, I now need to drop this down. It says it goes down 64 millimeters. So I can say, all right, let's take some construction lines coming down from there to there, from there to there, from there to there, from there to there, okay? And I need to measure off 64 millimeters, measuring 64 millimeters, coming over here, measure down the 64 millimeters over there, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take my set square. Let's line the set square up over here on that line over there. that. And sliding it down, I'll have a parallel line, which gives me this line over there. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Line that up with that, slide it down, and you get that parallel line over there. And then this last one, well, I know that that's done at that 30-degree angle because it's an isometric line. And I can then draw in a line coming across over there. And I can draw in a line coming down over here, a line coming down over there. I'm going to skip that line because we've got a square that we need to cut out of it. Got a line coming down over there. Right. Right, once I've got that in place, I'm going to draw in that little square in the center over here. It says that it is a square with 24 millimeter sides, so I'm going to set my pair of compasses to 12 millimeters. Okay, 12 millimeters. I'm going to come into that center over there, mark off over there, mark off over there, mark off over there, and mark off over there. And I can now draw in, so I'm going to start with some construction lines first. Just a little construction line coming across there, a little construction line coming across there. Pick up my pencil and draw in dark lines going across there, across there. Take that, draw in a line going across there, and a line going across there. Right. Remember what I said, I'm not going to sort this thing out because I've got this square hole coming through here. Let's just draw that in. I can see that that line would come all the way down and it would end up at that point over there. You'd be able to see a little bit of that square hole at that point over there, and I can now draw in this little piece over here. Right, once you've got that, I can now draw in a line which is going to go down over there, showing that I've got that hole going into there. And I can then draw in this line over here. I can draw in that line over there. I can draw in that line over there. Finish off these two lines at the bottom over here. And then we're going to go to the most advanced part of this whole drawing, which is to get that little square over there onto this drawing. Right, where's that square going to go first of all? Well, it says that it is 10 millimeters coming down over there, so measure off 10 millimeters over there, go to the top over here, mark that as 10 millimeters, and it says that it goes down 25 millimeters, so measure off 25 millimeters going down from that point to there. Okay, all right, once we've got that, I'm going to get all very clever here. I'm going to start out and I'm going to say, all right, I have got a construction line coming across there, a construction line coming across there. That distance is 25 millimeters. I'm going to find the center of that. Draw a line coming down like that. Draw a line going up like that. And I can then find the center of that line. There we go. That is the center between those points. I know that I have diagonals. If I had to take a 45-degree set square and draw a diagonal across that and a diagonal across that, I'd be able to get the measurements of the square. So I'm going to do the same thing over here, except I don't use a 45-degree set square. I'm going to use my 60-degree set square. There's my diagonal going at 60 degrees over there, and a diagonal going at 30 degrees over here. Right, and that gives me a perfect little square over here. Let's just do that again. That did not come out properly. Darn it. There we go. Going through the center over there somehow. Right, I've got my square. I can draw in a line going up over here. Something horrible happened there. And over there, I've got a line that's going to come down over here, giving me that square. Okay, so I've got my square drawn in. Whole different ways of doing that. Right, that's all construction lines. You can see my little square. I need to take that back onto these sloping sides over here. So I can draw in this line coming down from there to there, that little line coming down from there to there, and I need to find where is that square going to be on the slope. How do I do that? Well, I'm going to draw in over here a little construction line block. I'm going to take a line coming out over here. I'm going to take a line going across over here. You can see that intersection of that line and that line. Take a line coming up over here, and I could take a line coming across over here if I really wanted to, and a line coming across over there. All right. At the end of the day, what have I got? I've got this little panel over here, and I'm going to be able to take lines coming across from here, take that back over here. I'm just going to do this in blue. So I've got a line coming from that corner over there, call it corner A, comes across, touches there, goes back to that point over there. That, I'm going to be able to link that up with this corner back over here. There we go, going back over there. I've now got the angle that I need, and I can now take this point A back over here to get that point A on the slope. Once I've got that, there is point A, and I can now draw in a line which is going to go like that across there. Right, once I've got that, I can take a line coming back from this corner. I can drop a line coming down from there, and I can link that up with the corner over here. There we go, and there we go. Right, so there's the square on this face. I need the square on that face. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take a line coming across from that A over there, take that across over there, take that point over there, take that across. I've got the two corners on my square over there, so take that back to there, take that back to there, and I can now join in a line going from the corner over there across to that point over there, and take that from that corner over there across to that point over there, and I now have my square drawn in place on the drawing. Right, let's see how it's sort of folding back. I have got 2 lines going into that corner over there. It needs to go back, but how far back does it go? Well, it's going to link up with that corner of that square, so I'm just going to draw a construction line coming down from that square using this purple crayon over here. Construction line coming down over there. I can now draw a line coming across from that corner over there to the square over there. That will have a line going up to that corner of the square. I have 2 lines going into that corner, and I'm going to have a line going straight across over here to get the little hole going into that square part. Right, once that's done, that's pretty much the drawing done. Last thing that you can put in, which you will get a mark for, is a line, a center line over here, long dash, short dash, long dash, short dash, long dash over there, and you get all your marks for the center lines for that circle, and the rest of this drawing is done.